Hey guys, welcome back to New York Comic Con, here for Newsarama in the Skybox. I'm Justin Tyler.
Hey LePage.
We're here with Gerard, Becky Cloonan, and Shaun Simon. Thanks for coming up here, guys.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Awesome. So let's start off talking Killjoy.
Okay.
If for those who don't know what's going on, can you give us what it is?
Those eagerly anticipated.
Yeah, eagerly anticipated. It's been a while.
Yeah, you might have heard about it back in 2009.
Yeah, 3 years ago
It was first announced.
All right.
Oh, it's a book that it started out as a very different thing. It was actually, it was a lot about kind of us growing up, being in the van, a lot of our ideals that we shared, being on tour. It actually was, even though it was about like science fiction and ray guns and stuff. But it changed over time, and it actually became, so the comic informed the album, and then the album refined the idea into what the comic has become. So you had 2 videos, and then we never got to make a third, and basically this is the third.
Yeah, so we just kind of we started with what Gerard did with the record and just kind of expanded on that. So now we have this entire world, and it's really kind of awesome.
Yeah.
But it started as a comic?
It did start as a comic, yeah. Actually, we got on the phone together, we just, we like the same stuff, and we kind of share a mind creatively. I think all 3 of us do, and we like the same stuff. And she's, Becky's been on board forever, like since when it was a different comic, like she did sketches just like for free, just like set them over, like, oh, this is what I think the characters look like. It was awesome.
But I think to the point now where I think Becky maybe knows more about this world than we actually do.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Well, I keep making stuff up, and then I'm like, well, maybe I hope they like it. Yeah, so it's really cool to be part of the collaborative process since the beginning.
How exactly has it changed from its first iteration to
so much. It was very much. It had the energy of a '90s book. Now it has something totally new. It has a much calmer pacing.
Right.
3 stories that kind of converge.
It's like almost like, for me anyway, there's like a Miyazaki kind of vibe, but kind of like Mobius a little bit too, but like, not in that, it's like me doing that, I guess, but that's the kind of vibe I get when I'm drawing it. There's that,
So it's gone from like 90s American to like European.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Nailed it, buddy.
Well, I'm understanding this genre. Sorry, we've been here for a long time. That's awesome. So, and when do we start getting to see it?
Free comic book day.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice
And then,
timing.
so that's May, I believe, and then issue 1 will be out in June.
And how much is it going to be?
the free comic day one is
I mean, how much are the comic
6 issues.
Are we talking like $2.99? How many issues and what are we going to do?
6 issues.
6 issues.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
And obviously the fans of the band, are they really, is this something they've been asking you guys about? Like,
all right. In a really cool way. Like they wanted to know. They're like, you guys all die in that second video. What happens? And I'm like, I can't tell you. we can't make the video. We ran out of money. So now it's like,
we'll give you some money.
So we got this idea that, Becky had done this drawing for a single, and it was for the song that we couldn't make the video for, and I saw it, and right away, like, I called Shaun, and I was like, look at this drawing, and it was the girl, and she was 16, and it was her growing up, the girl from the videos, and I was like, Shaun, I think this is the comic, and he's like, I think so too, and then I called her right away, and was like, it's gonna be like this, and that was it.
And Becky, they were saying that you created a lot of stuff on your own for this. Are you listening to the music and sort of using that as your base, or just like straight out of the story?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely watch the videos because there's so much in there that I want to put in. And the crazy thing that it's been being involved with this, that after it became an album, was that, I mean, the fans of the album have put so much of their own into it. I mean, there's like, they write like fiction, and they make their own costumes, and they have their own characters, and there's like, coming as a fan of D&D also, I mean, it's pretty sweet. They've got their own little role-playing thing probably going on, and it's like, I respect that. And to come onto this project now, after it's evolved so much, I really want to keep people's expectations, build the world as much as I can in keeping with the spirit of what the video set and the tone of it. And so I'm definitely keeping that in mind, that this is something that a lot of people have put a lot of their own hearts into, in thinking of their own characters and making up their own guns, the ray guns and everything. So there's a lot of that. So it's been really cool, and it's kind of it's almost like creatively exhausting because there's so much on every page. We've just been jamming it packed full of stuff. So hopefully there's like a lot of cool things people can be like, oh, that was from that video, or like oh, that's cool, you know.
Little Easter eggs.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Easter eggs,
totally.
tons of stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, that's
Did you
awesome.
think you'd get back to it? I mean, it's been such a 3 years or so. Did you think?
Yeah, I never lost hope, man.
Yeah.
Like all the way, absolutely, this is happening. Like,
Because you hit this point where you knew you had to do it,
Right.
And I obviously want to do another Umbrella Academy series, but like I was like, I have to do this first. Like I really want to do this first. So now that this is underway, I could work on that as well.
Yeah. I did so much art for him, like this better happen.
Yeah. So many years.
So some of the things people are asking on Twitter, is there any news with Umbrella Academy, maybe coming back in different form or
All right, yeah. So I'm writing 3 right now. So I'm
Okay.
writing series 3. I'm into the first issue. So but I know Gabrielle, he gets very busy. He's very popular.
Yeah.
So
Though
Yeah,
he's
very
on. He's
amazing.
actually on the Twitter stream right now, saying he's watching.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He's drawing
Hey.
while he's watching. So
oh, that's awesome.
he's still working. He wants to.
We wish you
We
were
miss
here.
you. We miss you all.
Oh,
Yeah.
very darling. He gets busy, but it doesn't. You're still gonna.
I mean, I got busy. We both got real busy, and then I found some time to start writing. But I think he's pretty tied up a little bit. Like he's so amazing. Like he's very popular.
Yeah.
So.
And for a question from me, not the Twitter stream. Any chance of Umbrella Academy going to like another foreign TV film?
I don't know. Like it's that kind of thing where it's an option, and you have talks, and they're really good talks, and there's a really good script, and it's kind of up to the universe, you know.
Yeah.
I want an Umbrella Academy board game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking about that.
Like Clue style?
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be cool.
D&D's?
D&D.
No, I like
Full-
Clue or something like a actual
Yeah.
board. Be sweet.
Problematic bubble.
All right, so someone asked here, do you personally relate to members of Killjoy or Umbrella Academy? Which ones and why?
Oh. Well, I really relate to the whole Killjoys world. Obviously, like I spent a lot of time basically dressed up like one of them. So, so that was pretty fun. And I mean, I relate to all the Umbrella Academy characters personally. There's a bit of me and my brother and all my friends and the guys in the band and each of those kind of characters, So.
Awesome.
To follow up with that, another person asked, like, how has your music and real life experience affected your writing?
Oh.
Or maybe art?
Well, this is a project that it's like a big circle. Like everything affected each other. It was a comic affecting music affecting a new comic. Life and music and everything in it is affecting all the art at the same time.
I feel like if you're not affected by the things that happen in your life, you're not really being true to, being honest with what you're doing. So.
I feel like there's a big connection between music and comics lately. A lot of musicians are making comics specifically. Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Is it? It's just something that you
I
got
wonder
an
if it
interest
has something
with.
to do with just, the visual aspect of it, maybe.
Finding the visual.
Yeah, like I think with music videos and everything's progressed so much and technology's made everything like a lot more, my little cousins are making their own videos and they're like, 13, 14,
Right.
so it's like, to have that accessible, I wonder if it's just, maybe it's a more visual generation.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's it.
I'm
I think
guessing.
it's just more visual generation.
Cool.
Here's a good one. What is each one of your best things you guys like about Comic-Cons?
My suite is awesome.
It's not part of the convention, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Well, it is
personal.
technically.
I guess so.
It's part of it.
Yeah.
It's part of my experience is being in the suite, looking at the convention, not being at the convention.
So you're a great person to quietly observe from a long distance away.
Just like this.
Yeah.
I like going to see my friends. It's like, this is one of the first conventions I've been at a table at. So I've
Yeah.
just been walking around hanging out, and it's been like the best con. Like I just spent a while hanging out with Ming Doyle, my homegirl down Artist Alley, and she let me use her ink and everything, so we're drawing together. It's nice. She shared her sandwich. So it's been like people I don't get to see very often. That at a normal con I'd just be like, hi, I gotta go by. I have so many commissions to finish, and then so this has been a good kind of relaxing show for me.
Relaxing con.
Yeah. Well.
It's
When
like
I'm
the
not
biggest,
on
craziest
when I'm not
con.
on the floor, it's
This
pretty
is the
relaxing. When I have to
craziest
actually
floor
walk
I've ever
around,
seen.
it's-
Yeah. This is where I come to relax. Right in the center of this
Right.
1,000 floor.
This is crazier than San Diego.
It is.
Like, I feel like
It's packed. It's more compressed.
yeah, and getting from Artist Alley to anywhere else,
Yeah.
which I love Artist Alley. It's great. It's quiet, spacious.
Yeah.
It smells nice.
Favorite con thing?
I don't know, man. I mean, this room's kind of cool. Like,
Yeah.
just kind of
Observing?
checking everything out, you know? It's kind of nuts down there. Like, you can't breathe sometimes. As
Yeah.
we're trying to come up here and do this stuff, it's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Like, we lost Gerard, so me and Becky had to run up, you know?
Yeah, and then some kid comes by with this giant sword and like whacks us.
Yeah.
We had to go to the ER before we came up here and
You did that.
put our noses back together.
It looked great.
But,
Yeah,
yeah,
thank you.
it's
This is
really,
new.
you can barely see the scars.
Yeah.
So last one from Twitter here. What does it mean to you, and maybe what's your favorite part of working on a comic?
Oh man, my favorite thing about comics and working on them is absolutely anything is possible, and pretty much nobody can tell you what to do. You know.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I like all of it, but I think I like the finished product the best. Like when
Holding
you get
it.
it, and then you know when you open it up, and when you get your box of comics, and it's come right from the printer, and you get that first smell of the books. There's that like.
Yeah.
It's a satisfying feeling. I think because I enjoy the whole process so much, when it finally comes together, it's like this is all.
It's
I
all
made this,
distilled in that
you know?
smell.
Yeah, that
Right,
smell
that
kind of just
smell.
says everything. It's a
That's
good,
awesome.
good feeling.
That's cool.
Yeah, I have to agree with Gerard. I mean, I like the fact that there's no rules. However, you know, writing the scripts and your head is so into this, and finally getting pencils from Becky, it's like that's a huge moment too. Like seeing that world that's been in your heads finally come together, and it's like here it is. Like that was pretty huge to get that. You know.
Yeah, that's like the reward.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah,
that moment
it's
is
the
like so, it's so intense. It's like the opposite. Like I send in my pencils, and I'm like, oh god, what if they hate it? What if they change everything? So until I get a letter back being like, it's all cool, I'm like,
Oh, nice letters. That's like any elaborate letters to me.
Right.
Yeah, like, I love it.
Sounds
Quill, yeah.
my dear Mr. Way.
Awesome. Well, thanks for talking
Thank
to
you
you guys.
guys. Thank you.
Looking forward to it. And
We
you guys,
can't wait.
stay tuned for plenty more from Comic Con.